Welcome everyone. Thanks to everyone who joined today. My name is Amina. I'm part of the partnerships team. Today I want to talk to you about achieve project success with partner services. In today's fast-paced IT environment, it's not only about the tools that you have, it's more about the partnerships that you achieve. With the partnerships that we're offering to our partners, we're establishing it in a way that we offer the services that support our partners who are aiming to achieve best projects and to have successful projects. If you want to, you can scan the code and ask your questions along the time that we are doing the presentation, and at the end, we will read the questions and I will be happy to answer them all. When it comes to partnerships and how to achieve project success, I want to deep dive into the topic a bit more, and I want to start off with a great partner of ours, which is Software Bureau. Software Bureau, as you can see the testimonial yourself, is a happy partner of ours who in the first year of being a partner has had the opportunity to achieve 15 successful projects, and it's all due to the training that they have accomplished with Odoo. That is focused on the ground basis, the best understanding of Odoo and the functionalities that Odoo offers. Now, obviously, our goal as part of the partnerships team is to make sure that we can replicate or imitate the same results for all of our partners. Here's how we're going to do it. As an IT professionals, I'm sure you have heard quite a lot of different challenges along the way. All of them have also reached us as well, starting from the growing client expectations. Now, it's 2024, we have quite a lot of different systems out there, quite a lot of expectations are arising, and everyone wants to have a system that follows all of their business processes. Now, there's quite a lot of room for error, and if we add to it also the fact that the complexity of the projects that are arising and the need for a seamless integration, we understand that that can be quite overwhelming and that there's a bottleneck there to solve. At the end, that means that Odoo, as a system provider, needs to have a structure in place to support the partners to achieve exactly that, to tackle these bottlenecks and to accomplish that every project that the partner does is a successful one. What is the difference between a surviving partner and a thriving partner? In a simple matter, the focus is that as Odoo, we're able to support the partners to not only focus on the functional and technical side of things, but to also understand the bigger vision, the bigger picture. So is it only about having a successful project, or is it also about the partner understanding how they can use that successful project to generate growth, to generate more revenue, to establish themselves in the market that they're in, or to expand to a different market. So that's the main difference between thriving and surviving. But as a partner, you might be thinking, okay, I want to be a partner, or I am a partner, but what is the general profile? Who are Odoo onboarding on the ongoing basis? Is this for individuals? Is this for companies? Now, when thinking about that, Odoo, as always, as you can see with the system as well, has a bigger picture in mind. The partner profile that we have is focusing on a wide range of services for partners. So the partners get to really customize themselves the services that they want to offer. It can range from a partner defining that they want to offer trainings to their clients, to offer implementation service. Maybe on top, they want to add on also their own product that they're offering that maybe is specific to their own industry and specific to their own market. That's also possible. From our side, we're not limiting our partners. The whole list of the services is completely non-exhaustive, so partners get to define it. And of course, on top of that, they get to define the prices for their own services. The partners can be individuals or companies. Depending on what your ambition is, you get to define that and define how you want to enter the market as an Odoo partner. Now, when we're talking about partners, of course, if we're establishing that it can be anyone in different capacities and different skill sets, we have to have a training structure that actually enables to support all of these different partners and the bottlenecks that they might have. The bottlenecks might be, we don't understand the product. It's a new product, new functionalities, different scope. So in that case, we have established a horizontal structure first in terms of building up that knowledge. The horizontal structure in terms of the training is focusing and ensuring that all of our partners are having a solid ground basis. They understand what features are available in different versions. They understand how to apply those features depending on clients' industry, clients' needs, business processes, different flows. And also, of course, what are the workarounds there to ensure that the client gets the best project outcome. Now, obviously that's a great structure to have in place, but you might be thinking, okay, my business, we have in the past used other systems and we have been focusing only on manufacturing companies. We have already established references there, maybe existing clients that we want to utilize. In that case, on top of the horizontal structure, you get to build up the vertical knowledge, which in this case is smart classes. The smart classes are created in a way that you, as a partner, get to deep dive into a certain module of your choice that enables you to be the expert on the topic. For example, you want to be a manufacturing expert, you get to deep dive into all of the complexities behind manufacturing processes and how Odoo can support that on the ongoing basis and different use cases. Now, we've covered certain elements about our structures, but I want to explain what structure is generally in place and what options you have to choose in order to strengthen your team. The first one, of course, at the core of everything, is the PLO training, which is the horizontal structure that we mentioned earlier. The PLO is really made up in that way that it's a solid basis. It serves to onboard you as a partner and cover everything there is to know as a partner who is looking to offer its services to a wide range of clients. It covers all of the topics, all of the modules, and the idea is that in 7 weeks, you can reach the expertise. I know that 7 weeks might sound quite a lot, but the idea is that those 7 weeks are not full-time commitment. It's not 8 hours per day. It's based on your own availability that we establish when your team can commit to X amount of hours per day to cover all of the sessions. Of course, for partners who want to do it in a fast-paced way, they get to also utilize the bootcamp where they can cover the whole training in 2 weeks maximum, but that's a really full-time commitment in that case. The profile that would be perfect for this type of training is functional consultants. However, we have partners also who have onboarded some other profiles in their team. They've had salespeople who then have a good understanding of how the pre-sales process should look like, who they should target. We also have developers who have joined to understand basically what structure is in place before they're joining the conversation of the project. It's important to note that, of course, the PLO structure is there, and we call it a horizontal knowledge structure, but because it's at the core of everything that we're doing and that our partners are knowing, it's a prerequisite for a smart class. Of course, in case we have partners who have been with us for quite a while, they have a lot of projects under their belt, for them, PLO is not a prerequisite, but it's mainly a prerequisite for those that are just joining our network. Now, in terms of some of the, let's say, logistics behind the training itself, we have the option for our partners to choose whether it's going to be online or physical, in-person training. You have a dedicated business consultant from our side who is training specifically your team, in this case, maximum of 5 people, who will allocate all of their time and efforts towards your team to ensure that every one of the people who are attending are leaving with full knowledge and full skill set to support your business processes and support your clients. The reason why it's limited to 5, it's quite simple. We don't want to have too polarized approach towards our partners. This way, all of the attendees of the training have the proper value out of the training. So all of the efforts that we're putting in, our dedicated consultant can actually allocate all of the time towards the 5 people to make sure they're all leaving the training with the same level of knowledge. In terms of the topics covered, we have the product knowledge, we have the implementation methodology that we're covering and teaching our partners. Of course, there are some advanced learning elements as well, and ensuring we're covering all of the major industry flows, as well as ensuring that you, as a partner, are capable of also mapping out the project and understanding how much of a time commitment that project has. You will get quite a lot of questions from the clients asking, okay, but what would be the timeline for the project? And of course, if you are new to the network and new to the product, that might sound as an overwhelming question because you don't have a past reference, past experience to build that answer on. That's where the training comes in to enable that, give you the insights and let's say some key defining factors on how you can give a proper feedback to your clients on how long the project will take. Of course, we guarantee that you will be able to have a complete expertise by the end of the 7 weeks and to have a first successful project to show for, which usually creates the domino effect of references later on. When it comes to the time commitment, you can see on the graph that in the first 2 weeks, the time commitment from the partner is higher. Why? The reason for it is because in the first 2 weeks, we deep dive into all of the use cases. We are going to require you and your team who are joining the training to really go through all of the different use cases. There's going to be a lot of testing, a lot of trial and error, a lot of face time with the dedicated trainer. And then later on, as the rest of the weeks progress, we will be just fine-tuning certain elements and also covering some remaining topics, like, for example, even the commercial side behind offering projects, doing projects with clients, and so on. The second way you can strengthen your team would be through the vertical knowledge, the smart classes. You can see here a list of smart classes that we offer at the moment, as well as the option to choose whether they're going to be on-site or online, and also the time commitment that you as a company or your team that will be attending the training will have to have depending on which smart class you choose. And then last but not least, the third option to strengthen your team would be the technical training. Now, this is definitely interesting for those who have in-house developers or have functional consultants who are interested in technology and everything technology and are capable of already supporting the clients in more technical segments. The idea behind technical training is to really develop on already standard features of Odoo. So you might have clients who will come your way who already have complex projects and who are looking to customize Odoo and add on to Odoo to replicate their business processes. And of course, same as all of our training so far that we've mentioned, it can be live coaching, and ideally that would be everything in person, but you can also do it online as well with a dedicated developer from our side who will allow you to choose your own modules, your own topics, because we understand that you might have developers who have some extensive experience with Python, have some experiences with ERPs, but maybe you want to deep dive into certain topics that make sense specifically for your developers to ensure that they cover all of the technical elements and be ready for any customizations that might come their way. Of course, the training also has e-learning sessions, so there's online materials available as well. And in the technical training, we get to cover all and complete use cases. So to summarize how the technical training is set up, so we have the theoretical part, which includes the e-learning, so the videos that you get to test on, replicate the different options. Then we have the documentation that is available. Then we have the exercise part, which enables the partners to really have that face time with the developer, get feedback, work on the errors, and ensure that they're getting the most out of the training. And in terms of the time commitment, it's 52 hours, but of course, from the 52 hours, the 13 hours are the ones that you're working directly with a dedicated developer, and the rest is mainly going through the documentation, going through the e-learning, and ensuring you're covering all of the bases. Again, same as you can see, there's a trend. Again, the amount of people that can attend the training is 5, for the same reasons as before, to make sure that you get the best value. Now, we've mentioned earlier that you get to choose your own topics, your own modules. You can choose from a very long list of topics that might be interesting specifically for your own technical team. You might see some elements that you're very familiar with or your team is familiar with, but there are some that you might want to get familiar with and be able to support your future clients. Now, all is amazing. All of the topics, all of the trainings enable so much towards our partners, but what is the real value? What is the real world impact behind the services that we offer to our partners? Let's talk about Via Laurea. Via Laurea is a Lithuanian company, a Lithuanian partner, who has joined Odoo Partnership Network, and of course started from the original training, the horizontal knowledge, and decided to do the inventory smart class. They saw that they had the potential to expand in their market, and they've done the inventory training first, but after finalizing the inventory training and understanding how much of an impact it had in their market and how much growth they had due to the smart class that they've done additionally accounting and manufacturing to have a whole overview of everything that they can support their clients on and really position themselves as experts in their market. Besides Via Laurea, we also have Odoo experts who had the opportunity to utilize our PLO training, so the horizontal training, and they've seen the value behind it to a certain degree that now not only they have onboarded all of their employees through PLO training, but every new employee that they add to their business or their company is also following the PLO training. So that's the real impact behind the quality that we deliver to our clients. Now, when it comes to everything that we're doing at Odoo, everything that we're offering to our partners, at the core of everything that we do, our main focus is better user experiences, faster processes, and ensuring strong reliability, both for us towards our partners, but also from our partners to their clients. Of course, I invite you all to join our network, to connect. I want us to thrive together, to discuss your specific cases. You can always connect with me directly. We can also talk after the talk itself, anytime at Odoo Experience. And also, if you have any questions, you're free to also scan the QR code of the pad, which you can find here. And I'm happy to answer any questions in the remaining time that we have. Thank you all. Hello. Hi. Hi. How are you doing? Do you have some questions?
Yeah, like
Perfect.
okay, thank you, Mehik, for the informative session. I think we have 3 questions on the pad, so we can go straight into them. We have about 2 minutes, so we'll be a bit fast.
Okay.
So to the first question, what's the difference between configurations and development services?
Well, configuration services are focused on what is already in Odoo. So the standard features, right? How to work with those standard features and set them up in a way for the client to be able to utilize it, what is already in Odoo. The development features are the ones that the partner creates himself through applying code, right? Or using Odoo Studio as well, depending on what is the idea in terms of the customization. But development is mainly through the code itself. So those are the main distinction parts.
Perfect explanation. And to another question, what is the cost for a 7-week, 5-person session?
The cost for the 7 weeks, so the PLO training, depends heavily on the market that you're in. So same as Odoo licenses, as you know, they're adapted to the market that you're in, so the GDP of the country that your business is in. If you want to know the specific price of your own country where your business is located, feel free to contact me or anyone from our partnerships team, and we can share all of the information with you so that you have the full overview of the costs.
Okay, I think we'll leave it there for now. We
Okay.
are time constrained, and then in case of more questions, we are always around to answer
Yes,
them.
absolutely. Thank you all for joining.